Good morning, St. Lucia. Wake up, people. This morning is back on. I'm Chela Mendes, your host. And today, I think this face needs no introduction, but just in case you don't know who this is, I'm here with none other than Ted Sandiford. And if you remember Coco Boy and Gerard, you understand? We go that way back, people. And can I say I had loved them? Well, still do, because I know you still do work with them. But he is just amazing. A teacher. He is a creative in his own right, and now even fitness fanatic and really inspiring people on social media. So we're gonna get to know and understand, Ted more and really just what makes him who he is. So thank you first of all for being here and welcome to our This Morning family. How are you today?
I'm good. It's great to be here.
All right, perfect. So first of all, to kick it off, we're going to start with something pretty recent, and you need to be super proud on St. Lucia. We all need to be proud of him right here because it was a regional, well, Caribbean and Latin America, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
environmental video competition, and guess who emerged number one? The victor. So how do you feel about that?
Well, I was, in fact, I am very excited. Not at the fact that, okay, Ted Sandiford emerged a winner, but St. Lucia emerged a winner against Argentina, Mexico, Trinidad, Barbados. So that was a very amazing feat for me, I must say.
Definitely. So that's why I said, people, we need to be proud. And again, we need to know what's happening. We have St. Lucians right here who are doing amazing things in their own right. And it's just that sometimes we're not aware of it. So I want to help bring that to light. Now, everybody may know you more even for your animation. You teach at St. Mary's College. So you also mentor the boys. You inspire them. Where did animation and, that creative side of you, where did it really start?
Well, I would regard the animation aspect of me as me evolving. Why? Because when I was going to primary school, I wanted to be a writer. But I always liked drawing. I mean, I could from the time I know how to hold a pencil, I love drawing. But I really loved writing. But then my ambitions shifted and I said, okay, I want to be an illustrator for children's books. Then it shifted to me wanting to be a graphic designer. And then somebody told me, why don't you try animation? It's like graphic design in motion. And then I was introduced to the software. I actually locked myself in a room for a weekend to actually learn the software.
Are you serious?
Yes, it's self-taught. And then I developed this love for animation. So it brought everything together. The writing,
Yes.
the graphic designing, everything came together with animation, telling a story with pictures.
Now, you were reading my mind because while you're saying that, I'm like, but you know what? All in all, this still comes back to writing because with the animation, you incorporate all. So
Yes.
that's absolutely amazing. And we know Coco Boy and Gerard are two characters that are dear to you. Tell us about that story, and your, should I even say love affair or love for the two of them?
Well, I treat Coco Boy and Gerard like my children. Okay, Coco Boy and Gerard emerged from the minds of me and my friend Kendall Scadi Eugene. We used to have skits in our mixtapes. I used to be a DJ, so we used to have some mixes and so on. So Coco Boy and Gerard used to star in these mixes. But then, like before my other works, they evolved into comic strips. And from the comic strips, we decided to put them in motion, cartoons.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, St. Lucia, I'm pretty sure you didn't know that. So now we know writer, because I definitely didn't know, and I've known you for some time. Now DJ in the mix. So there's so many things that you've delved in thus far on your journey.
I
And
danced also.
all right, you see, so look, a dancer. So look, we got another one out the bag. Okay, and this is what it's all about because it's about knowing our people. So I'm going to go into another side of you, still maybe more recent, but fitness. I have you on social media and no, I don't look, but you keep posting, your transformation inspires me. So anytime I feel like I'm falling off the crack and you might just happen to post something, I'm like, okay, this is why you need to keep going because we can do it. So how did you get so motivated with your fitness, your training? Because you do it on your own.
Yes,
So just tell us about that side of you.
Well, my fitness journey started off with me getting very frustrated. Every time I'm going to the doctor, she's telling me, your blood pressure, you need to control that, it's high and so on. Until it got to the point where I was on medication to control my blood pressure. And I hated that. So I looked at different programs online and so on. I got one that would suit me, that I think would have suit me, and then through intrinsic motivation, because nobody can say you get up and work out. You have to do it for yourself. So it's all about intrinsic motivation. So I started off, and then I went to the gym, and then I found that I was too busy to actually go to the gym. So over the course of 2 years, every month I bought equipment. I bought equipment until I have a lot of equipment so that I can sustain a home gym.
Nice.
So I have been working out in my home gym and so on. But my greatest accomplishment is when I went overseas and actually forgot my blood pressure medication. I spent like 2 weeks out. When I came back, I checked my blood pressure. It was normal after the 2 weeks of no medication. So then I went to the doctor, and she told me to monitor it for the next 2 weeks. And it was normal every day without the medication. And then she told me, Ted, you don't need the medication anymore.
What I'm taking from this too is we may have our lives planned and think we know what we want, but along our life's journey, different things come up, because again, you started as a writer, and look at how you've evolved. Still coming back to it, it's still incorporated, but not exactly what you planned. So when something doesn't go the way that you planned for it, does not necessarily mean you're a failure, doesn't mean that's where you stop. And you have to keep on going because you keep evolving on your journey. That's what, from listening to everything you said and discovering some new things about you, this is what I've taken. But just before we wrap up, for anybody who's watching right now, who's just listened to your story, your journeys, and what you're doing right now, and you're pretty good at, speaking your mind, and I would say motivating and inspiring, what would you want to leave to anyone, young or old, watching right now?
What would I want to leave? I mean, it's cliche, but don't give up. I'll go back to what you just said about failure. Failures are like stepping stones, okay? You fall down, you get up, and you get up stronger, okay? So don't dwell on failure, okay? Failures are meant for you to get better at what you do, okay? So just don't give up.
So people, and also he's a family guy, all right? He is a dad, he's a husband, and so many other things. Ted, you're doing a great job. I'm so thankful to say that I know you, and I'm happy that I have you on my social media, because you do always, even if it's not entertaining, maybe it's something to lighten your mood or something serious. But thanks for sharing and being who you are. And of course, we're going to keep following your journey. St. Lucia, again, just another St. Lucian, just like you and I, just doing what we love. So follow your passions, people. That's how we do it right here on This Morning. So hopefully, if we could just reach one of you, then we've done a lot for today. So Ted, thanks again for being here. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Hey St. Lucia, it's the end of the show today. I know it's the saddest part of my day as well, but guess what? Tomorrow is Friday, so we're going to make up for that. We're going to be back better than ever. It is going to be our DIY Fridays and Soca Size in the Mix. Everything you need to have an awesome day. So make sure you come back bright and early, same place and time, right here on your leader DBS.